South Asia, home to 1 out of every 4 people in the world, rich in culture, history, and potential. But when it comes to trade and economic cooperation, this region is one of the weakest in the world. Even with big promises like SAFTA, the South Asian Free Trade Area, why is South Asia still struggling to work together? Today, we break it all down. Let's start with the facts. Europe does 45% of its trade within itself. ASEAN countries, about 22%. Even NAFTA, the US-Canada-Mexico group, 25%, but in South Asia, only about 5 to 7% of total trade happens within the region. So what's going wrong? About SAFTA. Back in 2004, SAFTA was signed by all 8 SAARC nations: India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Maldives, Bhutan. It came into effect in 2006. The goal? To remove trade barriers, reduce tariffs, and grow together. But here we are, nearly 20 years later, and SAFTA still hasn't delivered. Let's understand why. South Asia's underperformance. The SAARC nations trade about $23 billion with each other today. But according to the UN, this number could be $172 billion. That's 86% of potential being wasted, and things are getting worse. The trade-to-GDP ratio fell from 47.3% in 2022 to 42.94% in 2024. The trade deficit rose from $204 billion in 2015 to $339 billion in 2022. India-Pakistan trade collapsed from $2.41 billion in 2018 to just $1.2 billion now. So, what's blocking the path? Let's look at the main reasons why South Asia is still not economically united. 1. Terrorism and border disputes. Trust is broken. From the Kashmir issue to terror attacks like the one in Pahalgam, India and Pakistan's relationship is always tense. Pakistan's exports to India dropped from $547 million in 2019 to just $480,000 in 2024. That's almost nothing. Without peace, there can be no trade. 2. High trade costs. It's actually cheaper for an Indian company to trade with Brazil, which is 22 times farther, than with Pakistan next door. Intra-SAARC trade costs are 114% of the value of goods. In comparison, trade with the US costs 109% and within ASEAN only 76%. These costs make regional trade uncompetitive. 3. Inefficient trade mechanisms. Even after SAFTA, trade is not truly free. There are too many non-tariff barriers, too much red tape. Customs are slow. Documentation is confusing. Roads and ports are in bad shape. Imagine this. A truck full of vegetables rots at the border because of paperwork delays. That's the reality. 4. Lack of strategic policies. There is no clear vision. SAFTA has long, sensitive lists, which are just excuses to block goods from each other. There's no proper way to resolve trade disputes either, and services like IT, tourism, and investment still largely ignored. Look at this. Bangladesh's unexploited trade potential. 93% Maldives, 88% Pakistan, 86%. The opportunity is there. The action is missing. 5. Economic instability plus security threats. Poor economic growth makes people unhappy. Unhappy people are easy targets for radicalization. This creates more security threats, which then leads to even less trade. It's a vicious cycle. Example? Sri Lanka's economic collapse sparked mass protests. Terror attacks like in Pahalgam hit tourism in Kashmir. The way forward. Host. So how can South Asia unlock its true potential? 1. Rebuild trust. Use Track 2 diplomacy. That means people-to-people contact, cultural ties, and NGO-led dialogues. Build trust outside of politics. 2. Real economic cooperation. Each country is good at something. India, pharmaceuticals. Bangladesh, garments. Nepal, hydropower. Sri Lanka, tourism. Let's complement each other, not compete blindly. Also, remove non-tariff barriers, make SAFTA more effective, speed up customs with single-window clearance, build regional value chains. 3. Strong political will. Leaders must stop thinking in terms of zero-sum games. We rise together or we fall alone. Let's build infrastructure like transport corridors, digital networks, energy grids. Look at Europe. They united after 2 world wars. We can do it too. Conclusion: South Asia is young, full of energy, full of ideas. But unless we unite economically, we will keep falling behind the rest of the world. Trade is not just about business. It's about peace, prosperity, and progress. It's time to choose unity over conflict, cooperation over chaos, because only together can South Asia truly rise. Like, share, subscribe for more insights on India and the world.